the Infinitieth Annual Hunger Games! Oh.
Mr. Ugg!
Honey, I've grown.
Wait, did your voice change? The Howler!
Boogity boogity! I'll scare your dad!
Count Whitey!
I did not hit her. I did not.
Thor! I think he's probably gonna win.
Wow. I had to take that drink. I feel like I just survived. The Hungry Games! Catch on Fire! The sequel to the hit movie, The Hungry Games Part 1. Not Electric Boogaloo, because it's only the first. Alright, enough of that bull crap. Time for the review. Hunger Games Catching Fire. Katniss Everdeen. What a crazy name. Played by Jennifer Lawrence. Doing her Hunger Games stuff. So, Hunger Games Catching Fire picks up where the last movie / book left off, where Katniss and Peeta, for the first time ever, became the winners of a Hunger Games because only one person's supposed to win, but they changed the rules because of the star-crossed lovers or whatever from District 12. That was a thing. So that happened in the first movie. And Katniss has to deal with the aftermath of that because she really didn't love Peeta. What? She didn't love the animal rights organization. Damn it. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, Peeta. You know, that one guy. He loves Katniss, but Katniss didn't love him. Oh, no. What, did Joss Whedon write this? Anyway, it's, that was an interesting aspect, that I don't think was explored well enough in the first movie, but was decent. And, but in this one, they explore a lot more of it in the beginning. And then as it goes on, there's some ambiguity with their relationship. You'll have to watch to find out. I'm sure most of you have read the book already, and if you haven't, well then sorry, I'll maybe have a spoiler section, I don't know. And then, so Katniss and Peeta are forced to play in the Hunger Games again. Because President Snow, the main antagonist, he was in the first one too. Maybe the most evil villain I've ever seen on screen. You know, there's some pretty big ones, okay? Biff Tannen. No! President Snow, maybe the most evil. He tops Biff Tannen, okay? You know, President Snow is so evil. I think he makes little kids for dinner. Cooks them into pies. Yeah, that's right. Like in that movie Chicken Run, where they made the chicken pies. You know that evil woman? That's President Snow in this movie. Just kidding. Chicken Run wasn't even that great. No, but this movie's awesome. Okay. So, all of the players in this year's Hunger Games are taken from the pool of victors. What? You're shaking it up, changing the rules. Well, Katniss and Peeta kind of changed the rules, so they feel like they have to fight back. Those assholes. So anyway, Katniss and Peeta, of course, they both entered the Hunger Games. What a twist. Not everybody saw it coming, even if you didn't even read the book. It was pretty obvious. Saw it coming, okay? What, Haymitch is gonna join? Nah. Not that guy. So then you get a bunch of former victors. Some of them maybe even allies? It's very different than the first movie in the sense that most of those fighters in the Hunger Games were enemies to Katniss and Peeta. But in this one, alright, in this one, you get a lot more allies, okay? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think the breakout star of this movie is Finnick, who reminded me an awful lot of Aquaman. Yeah, that's right, Aquaman stars in this movie. Alright, when I saw this on screen, I was like, man, I see it now. Justice League movie may be possible, just because Aquaman works on screen, okay? This was the Aquaman movie for me. I fell in love with Finnick's character, you know? He was taking care of that old woman, turned out to be an ally when I thought he was a jerk in the beginning. Had a trident. He was able to swim really good. He was a swimmer. Aquaman. A tour de force of characterness. That's right, Aquaman stole the show in some scenes. Alright, I went there. And if you watch the whole movie, you're gonna be like, man, Aquaman, there might be more to him. Now, I first heard this in a Spill.com review, that this character was compared to Aquaman. And I was waiting for this. And then I saw the movie and I was like, of course. Yes, Aquaman is in this movie. So yes, Finnick, of course, became my favorite male character in this movie. And my favorite character overall, second to only Katniss Everdeen. Sorry, PETA, you didn't have much character development in this one. Yeah, that's right. That's one of my only complaints about the movie, is that I feel like PETA didn't have much character development. It's a little slow in the beginning, but and it kind of needed to be. You know, it's kind of like the aftermath of the Hungry Games 74th Annual Edition. So you get this action. You get some better CGI than the first one. So what's the rating gonna be, folks? You're probably wondering at home. Well, I'd probably give it like the same rating as like the first movie, because it followed a lot of the same beats. It wasn't overwhelmingly better for me. Apparently that's different for a lot of people. They saw it as the Empire Strikes Back of the series, okay? But Aquaman's in this movie. I have to give it some props for that. So what am I to do? Well, I believe I gave the first movie 4.5 out of 5. That was back when I was rating movies out of 5. Now I gotta rate movies out of 10, so I can give something a little bit higher rating, but not give it a 10 out of 10 yet. So I'm gonna have to cheat a little. 9.5 out of 10. It's a little cheaty, but gets the job done. So basically, Jennifer Lawrence, great performance once again. One of my favorite actresses. Aquaman's in this movie. Kind of a tour de force. Oh, also Philip Seymour Hoffman. There might be some crazy stuff you might not expect with this character, but he's a game programmer. Thanksgiving's coming up. Frozen, coming soon from Disney. I'm gonna review it. Bye.
TikTok.
You know, it's sad that people from District 9 died because I don't know. I don't have anything to say. District 9, that's the joke!